stand up here today. You know, I'm looking this morning to drink from that cup he was telling me about. I'm looking this morning for my cup to overflow.
Okay, buddy.
You know, I'm awful glad this morning that I'm just looking to fill up, but my Lord's looking to make it overflow.
That's
for
right.
a moment of time.
That's right. Come on.
There's plenty in store for us here this morning.
Yeah.
You know, I am just a poor wayfaring stranger in this world. A nomad, if you would. I'm just passing through. But you know, on my journey here, the Lord has gave me something. He's gave me a job.
Amen.
And I'm not talking about during the week when I go and I sit for a shift up until midnight. No, I'm talking about a job.
That's right.
About every waking hour of my life. I need
That's
to
right.
You know, I was thinking a lot about it this week. I have a boy that comes in my office quite a bit, and he always wants to talk about church here and there. And he'll say, you know, I need to get myself back into it. I need to rededicate myself. Listen, and I always step on his toes just a little bit. When did you dedicate yourself the first time? Because I don't see it. If you got to say that you got to rededicate yourself, then me and you didn't do the same thing. And you know, I only believe that there's one way to heaven's land, and that's through a man named Jesus Christ. Listen, and when I found that way, the only dedication that I had was to Jesus, and after that, how could I turn my back? How could I walk away? I couldn't. That's the answer here this morning. You can't. If you have Jesus Christ, let me tell you, there's nothing in this world, no physical thing that you're going to find in this world that is better. You know, I even asked him, and you need to ask yourself this from time to time. He'll say, well, I believe in God. Why? Why do you believe in God? And you know, he just stopped and couldn't say a word. Listen, you can look around this world and there's a constant reminder of God everywhere you look. Listen, and every person in this room, it should be a constant reminder of my Lord, because he made man in his image. Listen, he loved you enough to make you in his image. Listen, he loved you enough to give you such a beautiful world. And when I say world, I'm talking about this world that we stand upon. Go out there and look at the beauty of the trees. Go out there and look at the beauty of the sky. Even when it rains, I know a lot of people can't stand it, but I find peace in the rain, brother, when I used to not. I find peace in the storm when I couldn't before. That's because a man named Jesus Christ has opened my eyes to a world, listen, that's full of sorrow, to where I can find peace where other people can't. You know, it was a lot easier for me last time I was up here preaching during a memorial meeting, you know, because Brother Bob had told me a story there Saturday night at the restaurant. It's a memorial meeting, and you know, I only had 2 names on there, maybe 3, and my grandparents being on there. And you know, Brother Bob was telling me a story there at the restaurant there, saying that he was going through a lot of struggles to preach, you know, and all he could think about was the story of Jonah in the well, because he said, Lord God, if it be your will, let me, when I open this Bible, find something to read on. And the first time he opened it, that's the thing he came to, was Jonah in the well. He said he done it again and again, and every time he would open it, the Jonah in the well. And then he goes to Kentucky to visit Chris, and they go to a little church on Island Creek, an old regular Baptist church. And he said, you know who got up and he preached Jonah in the well? He said it was your papa. And you know, it was a lot easier for me to get up that Sunday morning because my prayer changed Saturday night. Listen, I don't know how it works. And I told my Lord when I was praying, Lord, if you see him, Would you tell him that somebody said something good about him? Would you tell him that it's memorial time and somebody's telling me about him? I didn't have to tell them.
That's right.
Listen,
right.
my Lord's awful good to us here.
Yes.
You know, I'm thinking about the other day when I had to take the kids over to Larry's house. Listen, Larry and Carol moved down here so they could be around their grandkids. And when I told little Silas that he was going over Nana and Poppy's, you should have seen how happy he was. And you know, it wasn't a cold greeting. As soon as I pulled in, Brother Larry's out there waiting on him, and he said, "There's Poppy. The Lord has blessed us here today." We were walking at the soccer game yesterday, and Silas looks out on the field and he says, "Well, there's Sophie." He says, "There's our family. The Lord has been good to us here today." Listen, when Sister Carol comes in and has her family with her, listen, that's a wonderful thing. You know, the only difference, see, I grew up in a big family, a lot of people, and half of them I don't even know. And you know why, brother? Half of them ain't even in church. But the families that are in church together, they seem to know each other just a little bit.
That's right.
They seem to love each other just a little more. That's because Jesus Christ is in their lives.
That's right.
Listen, I got to go to Kentucky next weekend to do a wedding. Listen, these people, they're friends of my brother's, and the man who's getting married had been divorced before. And you know, they had him a preacher lined up, and they went to that preacher to talk to him, and he told them, "Well, I can't marry you because he's been divorced before." And the wife, the soon-to-be wife, said, "Well, what do we got to do?" He said he'll have to be remarried, and when that wife dies, then he's free of his obligation. Just like the brother was saying earlier, we can add to it and add to it. But sometimes we make it bad. Listen, and now they got it had broke their spirits a little bit, and I don't know them that well. But you know how hard it is to write a ceremony when you read the Bible and it says that you should love your wife the way that Christ loved the church. Listen, brother, I can't be that good because Christ, He loved this church enough to take upon a body of flesh and come down here and die for sins of men and women who truly don't deserve it. At least not in my eyes. God had something else in store, and I'm so thankful for that here this morning.
Deserved it.
You know, the Lord found me when nobody else could. The Lord, He blessed me when nothing else made me feel good. That's all I'm looking for here this morning, just a blessing. I'm awful proud to say I'm a child of the King, but you know, I need this throughout the week.
Me too.
There's a lot of people that think they can go their own way. And if you can, I'm telling you, you're stronger than me. The Lord, though, I'm so glad that He chooses the weak sometimes. You know, I may look at some of you boys, and I may think you're strong, but listen, when you tell me about how you came to the Lord, you were just as weak as me. Listen, when I came to the Lord, I was a man that nobody probably ever seen cry. Listen, I was awful prideful, but when I fell on my face, my heart was broken, and I cried out to my Heavenly Master to come and save my soul. And you know, I've got a job to do, just like I said, brother, and I was thinking about this morning of all the opportunities we have, because when Brandy said, it broke my heart, and I'll probably think about it all week, when she said that there's kids that take their food from school, take it home with them. You know, I never had to face those things. I faced a lot of things in my life, but when I was a kid, I didn't go hungry. Listen, and there's nothing in this world that hurts my heart more than to see a child listen, that is hungry or that is sad. Listen, you know, if you got to take that, if you got to take the food from the schools home with you, then you don't know what good food is anyway. Listen, it breaks my heart, and I'm going to think about it all week. We got a job to do here today. You know, I was reading about this preacher, if you want to call him that, saying the Lord has told told him, listen, that he needs $58 million for some jet. Listen, no, if you need money for anything, it ain't for your pockets. There's a kid taking their lunch home. Listen, there's a kid that's going to go through a summer waiting for school to start back. When it was my summers, the last thing I wanted to do was go back to that stupid school. Listen, and there's nothing I hate more now than school. Listen, but to have to worry about, listen, going back to school to get food, that just breaks my heart. Listen, you got a job to do here this morning, and it ain't just, it ain't about money, it ain't about, listen, giving people things. No, what you need to give them, you need to tell them about how Jesus Christ came down to this world and gave you a way to get to the glory land. That there is an opportunity to eat.
That's right.
And every Sunday I do it. I was told last night the sister was making spaghetti for all the people. You know, and it warmed my heart. She ain't even a member of this church. She just wants to feed somebody.
Just wanting to work.
And all I could think about was when I was little and innocent. You know, one time I think I was innocent. I really do.
Well, yeah.
When I was a young boy, I remember the first time, and it was when the old Walmart used to be downtown in Pikeville there. It was snowing real hard, and we went there, and there was a woman just sitting outside, and she had a sign that said, "We'll work for food." I'd never seen nothing like it in my life. Listen, I was a little country boy. I didn't go to the city that often. I was always at home. Listen, that was the city to me. And Walmart was a mall. Listen, in a CVS or a little drugstore. It was like Toys R Us to me. Listen, they didn't have a lot of things. But when I was with my mother and I asked her, I said, what does she mean she'll work for food? And she said, well, she don't have any money, obviously, and she can't eat. Listen, and you want to talk about breaking somebody's heart. She walked up and down those aisles in Walmart and tears just streaming down my face the whole time. And she said, well, what in the world's wrong with you? I said, that girl, she's hungry out there, and we're in here, and she's cold. Listen, I just want her to eat. And you know, she said, well, pick out a few things for her. And this is the way I wish I was now. Listen, if I knew somebody needed something, I want to get them something that I would like. I was walking through those aisles, and my nutrition probably wasn't the best. Listen, I walked through there, and I seen some Dr. Pepper, and I thought to myself, I love this right here. She's really going to enjoy this. So I grabbed me a bunch, and then I went, and there was this cheese popcorn stuff. Listen, and I thought to myself, I love this right here. She's going to love it too. And you know, I went outside, listen, and we pulled up to where she was, and I got out, and I was proud. She's getting ready to have the time of her life, I thought. And I gave her that stuff there, and she just cried and looked at me and said, thank you. God bless you. It's no different here today. Listen, I'm not selfish about it. I want you to eat this morning. And I'm not talking about spaghetti. I want you to eat from that table there.
Come on.
Listen, I want you to get a few crumbs from that table. Listen, and you're going to leave full. I want your cup to run over here this morning. Because I'm telling you, the water, my Lord, is sweeter than anything I've ever tasted. Listen, and I'll tell this and I'll get out of the way. Don't lose an opportunity here this morning. When I first came to the Lord, I had a lot of close friends and I used to party with all the time. That I used to have a good old time with. Listen, that seasonal time that we've all had. And you know, his name was Isaac. And you know, I've been thinking about him since Memorial Weekend because Rachel asked me why in the world I didn't have him on there. You know, and I haven't thought about it much. I came home from that mines, that same mines that I was laying on my face and crying in, and found my Lord when I came out, I wanted to tell everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, even with that zeal that I had as a new Christian, even with that great zeal that I had, there were some friends that I knew if I called and told them, listen, I found my Lord, they'd probably laugh at my face. And you know, the devil, he held me back, brother. And it's the biggest regret of my life. I remember sitting in the car with Isaac. We were doing things we shouldn't have been doing before we went to a party. And he said, when do you think we'll ever grow up? And I said, Isaac, I don't want to grow up then. He said, well, do you think we'll ever just stop? What will it take? And I said, well, we don't need to worry about that now. We've got a long life ahead of us. Listen, and I came home from that mines and my wife was sitting on the front porch and I could tell something was wrong. And she said they found Isaac last night. He had overdosed. He died. He had ended up killing himself. And you know, I went out to myself and I thought, Lord God, listen, I have something here that I could have told him about. What if I had stepped in? What am I going to do now with my life? We went to that funeral, brother, and they closed the casket there. So all the friends, they wrote on it, and they would write all these things to Isaac. The time it went and passed, and I remember looking down at that casket trying to choke back tears, because if I could just get just a moment, if I could just get just another bit of time, I could have told him, Isaac, that thing we were talking about, I found it. His name is Jesus Christ. Listen, and he's in the business of sorry people like us. Listen, I wish I could have took him to the church. I wish I could have took him to let him see what great things that my Lord has done. Because even when I didn't believe, I would sit in the church and they would mention Jesus Christ, and an atheist boy's heart would just break. Because he's real. Why do you believe in God here today? Listen, I can give you a million reasons. I could go all day on why I believe in God. Look at the people around you. Without God, we would have never made it this far. He's taught man and gave man everything they need. But we abuse it here today.
Yes, we do.
And one thing that we really abuse is time. And time is going to melt away. I don't believe that there is time after this world. I don't believe there was time before this world.
No, time will end.
God invented it for us.
I've done a lot of living, brother. And I'm dying right now. But one day I won't be anymore.
Amen.
You know, we don't think about it from the moment that I took a breath into this world.
We're dying.
That's right.
Brother, and I was dying. I'm growing, but I'm dying.
Get ready to live.
Metabolism.
And you know, without Jesus Christ this morning, you'll never live. We're not truly living. Not yet.
Dead man walking.
But you know, I'm awful
Keep
thankful.
walking around with a dead
All the things that my Lord has given me. When that day does come, I don't care if it's tomorrow or on my way home today or 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. I know that when I close my eyes, listen, I won't need to pray to my Lord and say, would you just tell him that somebody said something good about him? No, I can say, listen, they said something great about you there in memorial. Listen, even though I've left this world, I don't even have to worry because I've got brothers in a church who's still going to preach to my children. Listen, I got sisters who's still going to shout in front of my children. Listen, all the things that I've left behind are in good hands because of what Jesus Christ has set up and made for me. Listen, I'm not worried about your president. I'm not worried about your policies. I'm worried about leaving us alone so we can worship our Lord. Listen, I don't need the money. Listen, I don't want you to say, oh, well, I can't wait to hear Shad preach or so-and-so preach. No, I want you to say, I hope the Lord steps in for a moment and will bless that man. That maybe through him, listen, somebody who is brokenhearted out there can go and look for the Lord because it is between you and the Lord. It's like my papa told me one time when I went to a little Free Will Baptist church. during a youth night, and this man stopped me and told me, he said, I'm going to say a prayer. I want you to say one with me. And he got down and he said a prayer, and I didn't even look at him. I wasn't paying attention. I was ready to go play basketball. And then he gets up off his knees and he puts his hand on me and says, congratulations, you've been saved. I was like, well, that's it. That's all it takes. That's not bad at all. Could have done that a while back and people might look at me different. And then we went outside and a bunch of little kids were coming around hugging me. The new brother in the church or whatever. I never went there again. But you know, my papa came and picked me up. When I got in the truck with him, he could tell there was something wrong with me. And I told him, I said, that man, he said a prayer and then he told me that my soul was saved. And I about went through the windshield because he hit those brakes so hard. And he said, which man was it?
Yep.
I pointed and I felt bad for the man after my papa got out. He let him have it. But he got back in the truck, and it's no different here today. He said, Shad, I'm telling you, if there was a prayer that could be said that would have saved your soul, he said your mom would be in church. Your aunt, your uncle would be in church. He said, but it doesn't work that way. If it would work that way, he said, I wouldn't have had time to come pick you up because I'd have a lot of praying to do. Listen, it's between you and Jesus Christ here this morning. Listen, he spread his hands out. He took those nails, he took that crown of thorns, he took a beating just for you to have an opportunity that I'm telling you, I've let one slide before and I'll never forget it. Listen, but I am just in the business now trying to redeem myself that maybe I can say something to comfort somebody when they need it. I'm going to get out of the way and let Brandon come. I took too much time.
I'm good.
No, you come on, Brandon.